Hey, fifth grade. Today, for writing intervention, we need to take another look at how we format dialogue. You wrote amazing stories last week. You included really interesting details and did a great job with the past tense and staying in first person. The main thing we need to work on right now is how we format our dialogue, because a lot of people made a mistake on this one. Now, when a new person is speaking, when you're including dialogue, you always have to skip down to the next line and indent every single time. A lot of people just smushed all of their dialogue into one paragraph. That can't happen. Each piece of dialogue is like its own mini paragraph. Let me show you an example. Here I have, I walked to school and took off my coat. Now someone's speaking, so I skip down to the next line right here and I indent it. Good morning, said Miss Holden. Now, another person's going to speak, so I skip to the next line again and say, I'm so excited for school, I replied. Now I'm moving on to my next paragraph, so I skip to the next line again and indent and said, then we set out Chromebooks for homeroom. Notice how each time a new person spoke, I went down to the next line and left a space to indent. That's how it needs to look on your paper too. One person that really did this well was Zach LeBeau. Everyone just give 3 knocks for Zach LeBeau right now. Look how each line of dialogue he indented and skipped down to the next line. So each one is on its own line. That's exactly what we want to see. He wrote, our bosses tried to replace us with a steam-powered drill. We need to race for this land, I said. No, you're not, Polly said. That's John Henry's wife. Then he moved on to his next paragraph and said, when the race started, I swung my hammer fast. Each piece of dialogue is on its own line and each one is indented. Today in class, for writing intervention, you are going to have to reformat a paragraph by going down to the next line and indenting for each piece of dialogue.